A bright and happy morning to each one of you. I hope you all are in the pink of your health and welcome March with Lord Shiva's divinely blessings. Let us make it more powerful and motivational with today's live session. I, Mahima Sindhi, on behalf of the entire MMDU family, extend a hearty welcome to each one of you to our series of live sessions where we bring expert professionals and celebrated artists on board to share their pearls of wisdom and their juices of life experiences to learn from. In the word of Greg Reid, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed up by action makes your dreams come true. They say goals may give you focus, but dreams give you power. Let us all hear the inspiring tale evidently showcasing about dreams, goals, and strategy in life and virtually taste the fruits of life voyage of none other than an international business consultant and an ex-army personnel, Colonel Rishi Pal. We will have Sir with us after a quick break.
पापा ये थोड़ा मेरी तरफ से।
ओ बेटा बाप को पैसे दे रहा है।
अरे नहीं पापा, इट्स जस्ट अ थैंक्स।
किस बात का?
वो आपने कहा था ना, कहाँ पढ़ना है वो फैसला बड़ा होता है। जिंदगी के 4 साल का सवाल नहीं, सवाल पूरी जिंदगी का है।
Maharishi Markandeshwar deemed to be University, Maulana Ambala, preparing you for the real world.
We will have Sir join in a couple of seconds and I will take the opportunity to introduce Sir to you then. Hello Sir, warm greetings. How have you been?
Good morning, Mahima. Thank you very much for bringing me on board, and I am here.
It's a pleasure,
It's
sir.
been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure. So let me take this opportunity to formally introduce Sir. Colonel Rishi Pal served the Indian Army for 3 decades in a row at various challenging assignments and possesses more than a decade of valuable self-employed experience. In the year 2015, he turned into a business consultant with diverse skill sets. He productively engaged himself in helping aspirants and candidates for placements, human resource development, personal financial consultancy, preventive health, business development consulting, network building, mentor, life coaching, and a dream builder. Colonel Pal is an international business consultant who passionately trains and supports open minded, smart, and ambitious people through a structured training system, helps them start up their own business in health and wellness. He is known to build, promote, and support healthy communities. One can participate part time or full time, national or international, and get advantages of free guided entrepreneurship and mentorship lessons from his diverse experience and expertise. Let us discover some insights of his inspiring journey. So, sir, we will get to know you more and more with a few couple of question answers that I've got from the audiences, and I got to, I wanted to ask you. So, let us discover about you via that. So, my first question to you is, how has your journey been from an army personnel for 30 good years to now an international business consultant? What all transitions did you have to go through, or was it a cakewalk always?
Oh, this is a wonderful question, Mahima, and I love to answer this because uh, when I was in army, I was an army man, and when I came out, so I become a civilian. But definitely, army always remained with me, and I have been blessed that when I was about to come out, I was introduced by one of my colleague to a mentor, and a mentor has a huge role to play in life, whatever
Yes,
stage
yes, yes.
we may be. So I was introduced to a mentor, and mentor gave me few tips. See, if you give so many tips, then the tips get lost into the tipness. So
Correct, correct.
he he gave me few tips, and the basic tips जो है ना what the mentor gave कि भाई देखो, आर्मी में थे तो आर्मी की तरह से काम करना था, आपने आपने किया, एंड नाउ यू हैव कम आउट, जो है ना यू नीड टू वर्क एज you are into the open market. So I became a freelance, and the mentor's advice was कि 5 year down the line you will be depending upon Number one, what books you read.
Right.
Number two, what recordings of the successful people you listen. And number three, in which whom association, how long you stay.
Very
तो मैं
true.
यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा जो है आपको बैकग्राउंड में लेके चलूंगा. आप लोगों ने सबने पिक्चर देखा होगा कि कुंभ के मेले में दो भाई गुम हो जाते हैं और एक भाई को पुलिस वाले के पास चला जाता है, एक भाई जो है डकैत के पास चला जाता है. और 20 ईयर डाउन द लाइन यू सी एक पुलिसमैन बनता है और एक डकैत बनता है. सो हाउ इट इज, बिकॉज द एसोसिएशंस मेक्स और ब्रेक्स ए पर्सन.
बिल्कुल.
So that is the first thing. Now the second thing, when I came into the business arena, so anywhere to be successful in life, there are basically three principles what I have understood that the mentor gave me again. Yeah. The number one is decide what you want to do. What are you really looking for? What is your dream? What is your mission? What you want to? और अगर हम इंडियन भाषा में बोले यहाँ पे, तो ये है कि यार आपकी जिंदगी का मकसद क्या है, आप क्या करना चाहते हो.
बिल्कुल.
सो नंबर वन, यू डिसाइड. नंबर टू, फॉर एवरीथिंग वट एवर यू वांट टू अचीव इन लाइफ देर इज ए प्राइज टू बी पेड.
राइट.
That price will be basically in three forms: some amount of money, efforts, and your time. So what amount of time, effort, and money you are putting in your dream, so-called dream, which you have decided. And the third, which is the mentor gave me most important thing, is कि I am your mentor and I will help you scale through all the challenges of life. So you need to believe and trust me.
राइट.
When you believe and trust your mentor, see the journey become very it becomes very smooth.
वेरी ट्रू.
Definitely there are a lot of obstacles and challenges, but with the help of the mentor the journey becomes smooth and we are able to overcome all the obstacles and challenges as we move forward.
वेरी
So I started my journey and I am very happy and glad today that I am here and I have multiple businesses today. We help people, we guide people, we support people, we encourage anyone from I will say 18 to 80.
Oh, that is amazing.
Thank you.
That is such an amazing cause that you've been working for, sir. I must tell you. And the positivity that you hold, I mean, your aura, even if we are connected virtually, your aura is coming right through the screen, and I can feel the positivity with which you've said all these things. And like you said, sir, a guided path. आई थिंक लाइक यू सेड ना, लाइफ में चैलेंजेस तो रहते ही रहते हैं. एक टाइम पे ऐसे लगता है बिल्कुल अंधेरा छाने लग गया है. बट इफ
जी.
यू हैव दैट मेंटर इन योर लाइफ, यू विल नेवर फील दैट यू आर लॉस्ट. वो अंधेरे में भी कहीं छोटी सी रोशनी दिख जाएगी एंड आपको लगेगा कि हाँ, मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ. सो वो खुद के ऊपर विश्वास बन जाता है. एंड आई थिंक अ मेंटर हैज दैट इंपॉर्टेंट रोल टू प्ले. एंड लाइक यू सेड, अगर आप आज अपनी एज पे भी इफ यू आर टेलिंग दैट यू नीड अ मेंटर एंड हाउ अ मेंटर इज इंपॉर्टेंट, सो आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. एक छोटी सी एज से लेके till for कहते हैं ना, from birth to cradle, one has to be a lifelong learner, and if we have a supported guided light there, so what better than that? Definitely, sir, very inspiring. So moving on to the next question, sir, they talk a lot about dreams. So are dreams different from goals, and is it okay to dream big and strive for it, or dream less and strategize and plan well to have a short success? क्योंकि कुछ लोग कहते हैं सपने बड़े देखो, कुछ कहते हैं उतने देखो जहां पे आपके पैर जमीन पर लगे रहें. तो सो व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन दैट? आई मीन, यू हैव ऑल द एक्सपीरियंस, एक्सपर्टीज, एंड यू लिव्ड दैट वेज. सो व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन दैट?
See, that's a wonderful question. Actually, that is the question which is very close to my heart because
Right.
everything in the life starts with something that we think, okay, I want to do this. So that
Right.
that little want or little desire or little wish that can be converted into a big dream, or it can die down if we don't take a stock of that.
Exactly.
So, dream, what, when I was introduced to the outside world, I was invited for a webinar. That time it was a physical meeting, and I drove around 400 kilometer. Why I drove till now, I have not understood that. I drove 400 kilometer, and if I can quantify, paid around 5,000 plus, which was a huge amount at I'm talking 2003, and attended a seminar of approximately 12 hours. The
12.
opening of that seminar was a gentleman from Australia whom I heard. And for 40-45 minutes, he spoke on dreams. देन आई रियलाइज, अरे यार, मैं पिछले 30-40-50 साल से जितनी मेरी लाइफ है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैंने तो कभी ड्रीम के बारे में नहीं सोचा है.
Hmm.
So that was the place the dream came to my life, and I started dreaming, and today also I dream. Just to share as a on personal note, or we are live, I have a list of more than 100 dreams today,
That's
which
amazing.
I am working on, and I will keep working, because when we have dreams, we have life. If we don't have
Definitely.
dreams, no life. Coming
Definitely.
to the question, which Mahima you have asked, is dreaming big. See, dream के लिए पैसा तो लगता नहीं है. अगर पैसा नहीं लगता है तो बड़ा सोचिए ना, बड़ा सोचने में बड़ा जादू होगा.
बिल्कुल.
एंड व्हेन वी थिंक बिग, क्या बोलते हैं, कई पिक्चरों में हमने देखा होगा कि एक एक ऐसा एक ऐसा इन्वायरमेंट बनता है, एक ऐसा मौका आता है जब सब कुछ आगे अंधेरा होता है, किसी उसको हीरो को या कोई भी जो पात्र है उसको दिखाई नहीं देता. ऑल ऑफ ए
बिल्कुल.
सडन समथिंग कम्स फ्रॉम समवेयर, एंड दैट इज ए वी कॉल्ड ए मैजिक. So
बिल्कुल.
when you start dreaming, when you start thinking, when you start want, then you will have miracles in your life. So dream big as you can. That is point number one. Second point is, a dream is only a dream. To fulfill your dream, you require to convert that into a goal.
Correct.
And goal means it has a specific date, or we call it a SMART goal. SMART
Goal. Right.
means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and
And
time
time.
bound.
Correct.
So dream big. Your dream could be anything. I will take an example. Let us say there is a student at who had just passed out from 12th, and he or she wants to become one of the best super specialist doctor in the world.
Right.
This is a huge dream. It is a big dream.
Correct.
Now, this particular dream, when you have big dream, it will be ideal to divide or break this dream into smaller dreams. We call it short-term dream, mid-term dream, and long-term dream.
Right.
So, with this example, it will be the first dream will be, okay, he or she has to become MBBS. That is the first dream of that overall dream. Then the second dream will be that we call it a mid-term dream, is going to be that he or she become a surgeon.
Hmm.
And then third dream, that the final dream or the big dream what is there, that he or she become a super specialist in the surgeon.
Right.
So that's how we work on the dream, and definitely there is a strategy behind that. And I think this session itself will be having less time if I develop on that. How do you strategize, how do you plan? But I will end this question answer with one sentence: plan your work and work your plan. I took
Correct.
6 months to understand this.
Hmm.
So this is a big thing. Plan your work and work your plan. Uh, I think that will be good enough for this question of yours. Anything left, please let me know.
Sure, sir. I think this was very beautifully said, and I'm already taking notes to what you said. And I think I am going to give it a thought after the session. So plan your work and work your plan. And like you said, sir, sapne dekho, koi usme. I think this was very, very, nicely put. सरल भाषा में जैसे कहते हैं कि पैसे तो नहीं लग रहे हैं ना, तो सपना तो देख ही सकते हैं. उसमें किस चीज का डर है, उसमें किस चीज का रोक है. और अगर आप उसमें भी घबरा रहे हैं, मतलब आप पहले ही घबरा गए. आपको सपने देखने से भी डर लग रहा है, so probably you're not confident about your own self. So that self is self confidence. This, yes, it's okay to dream. I might want to become a pilot after 5 years of my training journey. What's wrong in that? It's okay for me to dream. And then putting that dream into the plan of action. I think that is even more important. So having that plan of action, wherein I know that my action, and I have segregated my plan into smaller goals, and then putting that to definitely. So very well put, sir. Putting plan of actions to dream can actually turn them into reality one day. No wonders. And like you said, you have 100 dreams that you are already taking and you're working upon. So I think I am getting inspired. I will list down those 10 dreams today, and I will make sure that I achieve all those dreams that I have. Very beautifully quoted, sir.
Welcome to the world of dreamers.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. I am ready with full energy in the dream club. I think I'm going to come with a bang for sure. Lovely. So moving on to the next question, sir. This is a following question too, because we were talking about goals and dreams and is it okay to dream big or no. So how can one use goals and dreams with strategy to achieve personal success?
Uh, See, this is a very practical questions, what you have asked. I think it is good to
Right.
have practical questions when we are talking of the people who are going to be tomorrow's leaders.
Right.
I'm sure we are addressing those people. So
Right.
could you just repeat that question once again?
Yes, sir. So, sir, how can one use goals and dreams with strategy to achieve personal success?
Okay. Uh, Let me take one survey which was carried out in Harvard's.
Yes, sir.
They carried out a survey with the MBA students. I think it is around 50 year back or maybe more. That how many people are having written down dreams.
Right.
So they got hold of one batch and they simply asked them, okay, do you have a written down dream? Do you have a written down dream? So what they found, 3% people have had written down dreams. 17% people have some idea of the dream, and rest had nothing to do with the dream. Okay. And they just noted those individuals' names, statistics, everything. And when they passed out 20 year down the line, they followed them. So this was an eye opener to me.
Right.
The 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 80% people who were having no idea of dream, whatever they are earning total, their total earning of those 80% people was equivalent to the 17% people who had a little idea of the dream.
Oh,
And the people who had written down dreams and goals and then how to take it forward, those 3% total earning was 10 times more than the 97%.
oh, that is
Th-
amazing.
this this is one such statistic. There are number of statistics connected with this in terms of their personal, their financial, their professional, their social, all those areas of life. So I'm just giving you one statistics of finances. So what does it really means? What does it really matters then? Number one, write down what do
Hmm.
you want to, how, then you come to that, as I have narrated with the example of the surgeon. You
Right.
need to break that dream into goals and then put it a date, and then probably in the goal itself, you have to have smaller goals.
Correct.
Like to take an example of that MBBS. MBBS में आपके 5 साल लगेंगे. सो 5 साल का मतलब क्या है कि आपके 5 गोल हुए. फर्स्ट ईयर का गोल है, फर्स्ट ईयर क्लियर करना है. एक फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर का गोल है कि नेक्स्ट ईयर क्लियर करना है. अगर उसमें मान लो कोई एक सब्जेक्ट रह गया, वट एवर बी द रीजंस, then naturally it means you have not achieved your second year goal. Then you, if you have not achieved your second year goal, how you can achieve your MBBS goals?
5 year. Right.
So it has to be broken down into the smaller goal. Then it has to be strategized, and strategize in the sense कि आप वो पूरा साल क्या करोगे.
Hmm.
What are the subject matter which is for that particular subject you need to read? How
Correct.
much each subject has a weightage? How much you have prepared? There will be objective questions, there will be subjective questions, there will be practical, there will be viva. What all is going to be there? So had you made a list of all those which are there,
Right.
and then you work out, that is where you make a plan. Okay, these all thing I need to do. Now you work out your plan. It means मैंने 2 घंटे ये पढ़ना है, 6 घंटे मेरा क्लास है, और उसके अलावा मैंने 4 घंटे हर रोज पढ़ना है. 4 घंटे में ये 1 घंटा पढ़ूंगा, ये 2 घंटे पढ़ूंगा, ये 1 घंटा पढ़ूंगा, and that has to continue for 365 days.
Right.
So when we plan like that, when we have a dream, we convert into a goal, we strategize and we plan. Anything and everything, whatever we decide in life, can be a dream, a goal, strategy, and plan. Uh, I would like to add on here, all those to our listeners. Anyone
Yes.
is interested to get in touch and have a personal guidance or mentorship on whatever he or she wants to do, you are most welcome to contact.
Lovely. That's so nice of you, sir. So, sir, very rightly put that if even if that 5 year goal is divided into sub goals of 1 year each, then 1 year is subdivided into, let's say, what will you do in 6 months? What will you do it in 3 months? Then 15 days, then 1 week, then 1 day. And then keeping a regular progress check, I think, is something that is very important. If I don't check on myself, I might go beyond my goals. Yes, sir.
I would like to add on one sentence here. The most important aspect of the whole exercise is, what do I do today?
Right. Exactly.
Do I have five things, four things, or two things to do today which I am doing today? Because if I do not do anything today, this all what I spoke is of no meaning.
Exactly. Very true. Very true, sir. So that actionable has to, come right away and it has to follow no matter what. Very aptly put. So, sir, another question because we are talking about dreams, goals, about being successful. So, sir, success के पीछे तो सब भाग रहे हैं हमें पता है हर किसी को सक्सेसफुल बनना है किसी को पता है कैसे बनना है किसी को बस बैठे बिठाए सक्सेस चाहिए so some people want to work hard for that and they are open to ideas criticism and whatnot some are like मतलब कुछ ना करना पड़े लेकिन सक्सेसफुल बन जाओ पैसा आ जाए दैट काइंड ऑफ पीपल वी हैव अ मिक्स ऑफ ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ पीपल एंड देन देयर आर
Right.
सम उनको कुछ नहीं करना है उनको ना सक्सेसफुल बनना है ना सक्सेस के बारे में जानना है दे आर हैप्पी विद हाउ लाइफ इज टेकिंग देम एंड दे आर ओके विद व्हाट कम्स देयर वे so what is more important basically when we talk about being successful is it the goals that play an important it is an essential part is it the dreams or is it the strategies if we are to categorize one or do all go hand in hand
Oh, this is such a wonderful question, Jana, because a lot of people get lost in this environment कि क्या करें हम ड्रीम आ गया अभी तो ड्रीम हो गया तो सब कुछ हो गया नहीं गोल बन गए अभी स्ट्रेटजी हो गया क्या हो गया so let me let me give you my actual what I am doing then I think it will be more appropriate to talk what I am doing with,
right
instead of taking a example from anywhere which may not relate Jana to me. Okay,
okay
so to answer this question this is how it goes Jana. The number one thing we have to have a vision.
okay
What is the vision? What is my vision? What I want to do? So I'm going to take the actual here. My vision is to look a healthy society. This
right
is my vision. Now your vision needs to be converted into a mission, which is very, very important.
correct
And from the mission you are going to drive various things so the mission of my life now this is all I am giving you actual what I am doing,
right
okay, so that you are able to relate and get the answer to the question which exactly is there. So the mission of my life is to identify, help, guide, support, encourage, and most important equip people to be optimally healthy. That is how my mission is. Now, when you have a mission, then you are coming to the dream. Now, how do you carry out this mission? You have to have a dream for that. Now, my dream is to establish optimal health center across the country every 1 kilometer radius.
right
This is the dream I have. Now, this dream need to be converted into goals. Now, how many optimal health center? Can I set up lakhs of optimal health centers in just overnight? No. So a goal, okay, in this financial year or this academic year, I will set up 100 optimal health centers.
right
Next year, I may take it to 500. Another year I will take it to 1000, and
correct
then probably another 2 year down the line it could be what is my actual what I am looking for, that is there. Now all these things are fine Jana. Now it has been converted into vision, mission, dream, and goals. असली प्रॉब्लम जो है ना, असली काम जो है ना अभी शुरू होता है.
Okay.
Now what do you do? What is an optimal health center? What I am looking forward to? उसमें नाउ यू नीड टू हैव ए, खाखा बोलते हैं इसको, डायग्राम बोलते हैं, और इसको एक वर्किंग लिस्ट बोलते हैं. यू हैव टू मेक ए लिस्ट की व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ऑप्टिमल हेल्थ सेंटर इज गोइंग टू बी. वहां पे एक छोटा बिल्डिंग होगा, 100 स्क्वायर फीट का होगा या 1 लाख स्क्वायर फीट का होगा. यू नीड टू डिसाइड दैट हाउ मेनी एक्सपर्ट्स आर गोइंग टू बी देयर, what all product services we are going to provide that, how does it is going to be related, how I am going to do the marketing for that,
Correct.
how I am going to do the promotion for that, and then how those people who are coming there, what is my process. In army we say SOP, standard operating procedure. I think something we follow that into the open world also.
We do, yes,
When a
sir.
person lands up in front of your optimal health center, how the process is going to be, he or she is going to come to the receptionist and then share his problem or whatever, then go to the doctor or meditator or yoga or whatever is there, and then what is being recommended, then the follow up system, another very important thing, सो ये कहना कि विजन बहुत है, ड्रीम बहुत है, या गोल हो जाए, स्ट्रेटजी हो जाए, आई थिंक एवरीथिंग एमिनेट, जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि पानी जो है हमेशा ऊपर से नीचे को बहता है, और सबसे ऊपर जो ना आपका विजन आता है, एंड योर विजन गेट कनेक्टेड विद योर मिशन, विद योर ड्रीम, विद योर गोल, एंड विद व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू. So this I have taken as an actual example what I am doing, and any health conscious person is welcome to connect with me. We are in process of helping people to set up optimal health center with no cost, no capital, no cost.
That is amazing, sir. I think you're doing an absolute great job. So, like they say, I mean, I have a follow up question which talks about this as well. You can take the man out of the army, but you can't take the army out of the man. I think you are an absolute example of the same, wording. So first served the motherland for 30 good years, and now you're serving the country in your, different ways, as in how you can. I think that is an amazing work that you're doing. And I think the way you said, having those SOPs, those standard operating procedures, even for a simple thing, even if we apply it to our personal life, let's say there's a wedding ceremony or a birthday party that I've organized. If I have an SOP set to it, that if a child comes, he will first go here. If I have a little event, personal or professional, if I have a set SOP, I think the event is going to be flawless without any, hiccups, and whatever comes on the spot does come, and I'm sure there will be solutions to that. But if one has that thing, the blueprint all set up, I think things go very well as planned. Very well said, sir. So, moving on to the next question, the bigger domain. So, we are talking about little projects, little events, one particular goal, one particular dream. So, now coming to life, sir, since you give life lessons as well. So, what smaller steps can one take to tackle the big tasks with strategic mind in the journey called life? Because, sir, life, कुछ वही सेम बात, कुछ लोग कहते हैं बहुत आसान है, कुछ कहते हैं समझ ही नहीं आती है, कुछ एक एज के आने अचीव करने के बाद भी कहते हैं पता ही नहीं चला करा क्या लाइफ में, कुछ कहते हैं पता ही नहीं चला कैसे बीत गई. So I meet different people. A little child would say, दीदी what is life, and then probably an elderly in my family would say जिंदगी कैसे निकल गई पता ही नहीं चला. And then there are some who say life भाग रही है, and then there are some who say we are bored out of this life. So, sir, उसके लिए क्या? I mean, is there any way to strategize and be successful in this life's journey?
See, I am very happy to have this question, because we are talking the practical aspect of the life now, which is the most important, I think, of this webinar, seminar, or talk what we are doing. There is no point of talking, what all hypothetical questions. Okay, we are in the life. Okay, so life is wonderful, and we must take it as wonderful. And most important thing in life, as earlier I have brought down, कि आपकी जिंदगी का मकसद क्या है. जब आप अपनी जिंदगी का मकसद जब डिसाइड करोगे, तो उसके बाद लाइफ बहुत सिंपल हो जाती है. इस लाइफ में हर रोज आपके पास ऑब्स्टिकल्स और चैलेंजेस आएंगे, उसमें कोई भी डाउट नहीं है. छोटा आएगा, बड़ा आएगा. कई बार आपको लगेगा कि यार मैं तो आई एम जस्ट मैं अभी आई एम थ्रू विद दिस, एंड एट द लास्ट मोमेंट जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना कि पूरा हाथी निकल गया और पूंछ अटक गई, तो
बिल्कुल।
वो सारी चीजें होंगी लाइफ में। लेकिन क्या है कि वी हैव टू हैव ए, इन आर्मी वी यूज वन वर्ड जना, probably outside also some corporate are using, we have to have a helicopter view of the life, नॉट
करेक्ट।
एज ए, वो छोटे 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 जना पार्ट्स में जना लाइफ को देखना। लाइक आई इंटरेक्ट विद पीपल जना, तो लोग क्या बोलते हैं कि मेरा प्रोफेशन जना मेरी लाइफ है। अरे नहीं भैया, आपका जॉब और आपका प्रोफेशन आपकी लाइफ नहीं है। योर प्रोफेशन, योर जॉब इज वन पार्ट ऑफ द लाइफ। उससे पहले आप एक इंडिविजुअल हो,
करेक्ट।
यू आर ए पर्सन। So you need to be an individual. I am Colonel Rishipal. You are Mahima Sindhi. So first, we are what we are. So first, I have to identify myself. Ki who am I? What I am contributing? Number one. Number two, the most important thing is that we have a social life.
राइट।
हमारा जो फैमिली है, फादर मदर हस्बैंड वाइफ चिल्ड्रन जनों के, सो वी हैव टू बी अलाइव टू द फैमिली लाइफ। we cannot be like I see people, then people are just running around and going office, जाना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, वो करना है, बच्चा कहाँ है, बच्चा पीछे रो रहा है, भाग रहा है, चिल्ला रहा है। अरे जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन जना, टेक स्टॉक ऑफ योर चाइल्ड जना, उसको 1 मिनट बात करके जना उसको घर में छोड़ो, मम्मी के पास या आया के पास जो भी है उसके बाद चलो, बट नहीं, भाग रहे हैं। सो द सोशल लाइफ, पर्सनल लाइफ, social life, and another most important thing, you know, which in last 2 year corona has taught us, the health part of us.
डेफिनेटली। डेफिनेटली।
सबसे पहले जो है, am I healthy? Do I know how I should be healthy, how I can remain healthy? Because अगर मैं healthy नहीं हूं, so I am a liability on me.
राइट।
Second, I am a liability on my family. Third, I am a liability on the society. Then fourth, I am a liability on the nation. सो एक चीज को अगर आप सॉर्ट आउट कर लो, तो इतनी सारी लाइबिलिटी को आप असेट में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो।
बिल्कुल।
ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल पीपल से, अच्छा मैंने तो हेल्थ प्लान ले लिया। अरे वो हेल्थ प्लान नहीं है भैया, वो इंश्योरेंस प्लान है।
बिल्कुल।
आप अगर बीमार पड़ोगे तो आपको वो जो पैसे लगेंगे वो मिलेगा, लेकिन आपको जो पेन होगा, आपको जो प्रॉब्लम होगी, इमोशनल चीजें होंगी, उसको आपको पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे।
करेक्ट।
So you have to have a health plan. That is another aspect of life which I want to share here with to our audience. Anyone is interested to know what is a health plan, most welcome to contact me. There is a difference between insurance plan, what you take from the insurance company, and a health plan. Health plan is a proactive approach.
वेरी ट्रू।
इंश्योरेंस प्लान इज ए रिएक्टिव अप्रोच। जब हम बीमार हो जाएंगे, हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट होंगे, 10 दिन रहेंगे, 1 लाख रुपए का बिल आएगा तो कंपनी देगी, लेकिन उससे पहले हम अपना हेल्थ प्लान, डू वी हैव ए हेल्थ प्लान? व्हेन आई वाज आस्क्ड दिस, आई वाज सरप्राइज। मैं बोलता नहीं सर, मैं तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉई हूँ, मेरे को तो कुछ भी होगा तो गवर्नमेंट देखभाल करेगी। अरे यार, वो बीमार हो गए तब देखभाल करेगी ना।
पहले।
क्या
हाँ
आप
जी।
बीमार होना चाहते हो कि आपको देखभाल करे वो?
बिल्कुल।
डू यू
बिल्कुल
वांट टू
सही।
फॉल सिक? So we have to have a health plan. That is most important. Another very important aspect of life is जिसके पीछे लोग भागते हैं, फाइनेंसेस।
यस।
सो फाइनेंसेस में देखो, दो चीजें जो हैं बहुत क्लियर हैं। इफ यू हैव ए गुड हेल्थ एंड यू हैव ए रीजनेबल अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, बाकी सारी चीजों को आप यू कैन प्लेस इनटू द वेरियस बास्केट्स।
राइट।
So you have to have a personal financial plan of your own. And what does it really mean? I will say you in one sentence. जैसे जैसे आपकी लाइफ चालू हो रही है, चाहे आप आज 100 रुपए कमा रहे हो या 10 लाख रुपए कमा रहे हो, you take out a portion out of that and invest in XYZ financial instrument, so that as you go along, you start getting a passive income, a
करेक्ट।
income without working, so that your working doesn't become mandatory for you. लोग
राइट।
जिंदगी भर काम करते रहते हैं, 40 साल काम कर दिया, गवर्नमेंट ने नहीं तो कंपनी ने धक्का दे के बाहर निकाला, उसको अभी भी काम करना है, क्योंकि उसने ही और सी हैज नेवर टुक स्टॉक
जाना
ऑफ हिज
हेल्थ।
फाइनेंसेस।
करेक्ट।
Very important. Then another very important thing is your religion. What belief you have? Okay, so the point is कि ये सारी there are 5-6 important aspect of life and we need to take stock of them and then move forward in life. और जैसे जैसे हम आगे चलेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि चलते चलते जो है ना हम ड्रिफ्ट होते जाएंगे, कभी फाइनेंसेस की तरफ ड्रिफ्ट होंगे, कभी फैमिली की तरफ ड्रिफ्ट होंगे, कभी रिलीजन की तरफ ड्रिफ्ट होंगे, कभी कहीं पे ड्रिफ्ट होंगे. सो वी हैव टू हैव ए जीपीएस जो कि हमें सीधा लेके जाए. And I will encourage everyone to have a mentor.
Definitely.
And people confuse the mentor with the senior.
True that.
चाहे जॉब में हो चाहे बिजनेस में हो, योर सीनियर इज नॉट योर मेंटर. वो आपको डंडा लगा के काम करवाने वाला है, वो आपका मेंटर नहीं है. So we have to have a mentor so that at each and every stage of life we could get that GPS कि भैया दाहिने बाएं जा रहे हो, थोड़ा सा बाएं आओ, थोड़ा सा दाहिने आओ, and you go where you want to go in life. I
Definitely.
think that what will be good enough. Anything left, let me know.
No, sir, definitely. I think very beautifully put. And I'm sure I have 2-3 people already on my list when you were talking about having a mentor. So I'm going to thank them today. Maybe I never very clearly voiced out to them that I mean you are those as mentors of my life who I look up to. But I'm sure that after this session, I'm going to write to them that you are the mentors of my life. Because like you said, वो जर्नी वो एक्चुअल वो सर जीपीएस ही है. वो गूगल मैप्स भी फेल हो जाएगा लेकिन वो फेल नहीं होंगे लाइफ की वो सीख देने के लिए कि गलत जा रहे हो ऐसे कर लो बेटर हो जाएगा. Definitely, sir. So, sir, moving on to the next question. One of my friends does have a lot of talent within her to be a very successful musician because she wants to be one. So, is this what we call a dream, which later becomes our goal, or is there a different take on it?
Mahima, very appropriate question. You have picked up. This is not a question of that lady who wants to become a musician. I think this question relate to each and every individual. किसी को म्यूजिशियन बनना है, किसी को प्लेयर बनना है, किसी को डॉक्टर बनना है, ये सब के लिए है ये क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक इज फॉर एवरीवन. ओके, सो हाउ आई विजुअलाइज दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन इज कि लाइफ में जो ना हमारे पास एज एन इंडिविजुअल वी हैव 2-3 थिंग्स. नंबर 1 इज वी हैव टैलेंट. ईच इंडिविजुअल हैज टैलेंट. ऐसा कोई भी इंसान नहीं है जिसके पास टैलेंट नहीं है. अभी क्या टैलेंट है दैट इंडिविजुअल नीड टू सी कि मेरी क्या टैलेंट है.
करेक्ट.
सो व्हेन यू आइडेंटिफाई योर टैलेंट देन यू नीड टू डेवलप इट. And to develop it, you have to have a proper plan, like a dream, goal, strategy, and action. Exactly how do you develop your talent into that particular area, whatever it may be. Like in this case, he is a musician. So when you have that, then you are in power. Now that talent, it is going to take you. Okay, मैं म्यूजिशियन बन गया हूं या बन गई हूं. व्हाट आर यू लुकिंग फॉर. म्यूजिशियन तो बन गए लेकिन आप करना क्या चाहते हो. देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु आर वेरी गुड म्यूजिशियन बट दे आर हैप्पी जो है ना वो अपने आप ही गाते हैं, अपने आप ही सुनते हैं.
हाफ द टाइम से बाथरूम सिंगर्स बन जाते हैं.
हाँ, वो आई डिडंट वांट टू यूज दैट वर्ड जो है ना. थैंक यू फॉर यूजिंग दैट वर्ड.
So yeah, definitely.
Definitely bathroom singers, there are so many bathroom singers. Okay, then the point is कि आप क्या करना चाहते हो. Do you want to become a world class singer? Do you want to represent your college, your institute, your district, your state, your country on whatever platform is available?
Right.
That is what is going to take you, and you need to come into that dream section.
Correct.
तो टैलेंट आपके पास है, आपने इसको डेवलप कर लिया, बट एज यू डेवलप योर टैलेंट you are slowly developing your dream also. Initially it may be small. As you grow it is going to grow big. Like to take an example of anything, let's take an example of a cricket, because India में क्रिकेट के फैन बहुत हैं और एडवाइस देने वाले बहुत हैं. I am also one of them. कि आज एक बच्चा खेलना शुरू करता है क्रिकेट, तो उसको पता है कि गली में जो मैं खेल रहा हूँ उसमें सबसे ज्यादा रन स्कोर करने वाला मैं होना चाहिए
हम्म,
और सबसे ज्यादा विकेट लेने वाला मैं होना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल।
वो उसने अचीव कर लिया, देन वो स्कूल में जाएगा तो वहां पे स्कूल में सबसे ज्यादा रन करने वाला मैं होना चाहिए, सबसे ज्यादा, या अगर वो बॉलिंग कर रहा है तो देन ही गो टू द यूनिवर्सिटी एंड देन ही रिप्रेजेंट द स्टेट एंड देन ही रिप्रेजेंट द कंट्री। तो इनिशियली द ड्रीम इज गोइंग टू बी स्मॉल,
Right.
एज वी ग्रो आवर ड्रीम ग्रो।
Correct.
सो टैलेंट को अपग्रेड करना, लिफ्ट करना, उसको समझना, उसको टैलेंट को एक्चुअली में जहां पर कि आप उसको प्रॉपर यूटिलाइज कर सको, दैट हैज टू बी, इफ आई कैन यूज द वर्ड की टैलेंट तो है, इट्स लाइक ए स्टोन।
Correct.
जब तक उसको कोई आके हथौड़ा और छेनी से उसको सीजल करके उस मूर्ति में कन्वर्ट नहीं करेगा,
बिल्कुल।
कुछ नहीं होगा।
Very
सो
true, sir.
उसके लिए जो है ना, हमें वी हैव टू गो थ्रू द पेन।
Right.
एंड आई विल क्लोज दिस क्वेश्चन आंसर विद दिस वन ऑफ द थिंग कि एक समुद्र के किनारे जो है एक मूर्ति थी बहुत अच्छी, और उसके साइड में एक बहुत बड़ा पत्थर था। तो लोग जाते थे और पत्थर के ऊपर जो है ना जूते निकाल के और
Hmm.
मूर्ति की पूजा करने जाते थे। तो पत्थर जो है ना परेशान हो गया, साला ये मेरे ऊपर जूते रख के और वहां पूजा करने के लिए जाते हैं। तो पत्थर ने जो है ना पूछा कि यार व्हाट इज दिस। तो उसने जिससे पूछा था, अभी किससे पूछा था मेरे को पता नहीं है, लेकिन उसने जिससे पूछा था उसने बोला, भैया जब वो आपको त्रासने के लिए आया था तो तूने
Hmm.
बोला बहुत पेन हो रहा है यार मत कर,
Hmm.
और वो उस पत्थर को त्रासने के लिए गया तो उसने कितना पेन जन झेला है,
Right.
तब वो मूर्ति बनी।
Hmm.
तो क्या हम वो पेन झेलने के लिए तैयार हैं? आर वी रेडी टू गो थ्रू दैट प्रोसेस? आर वी रेडी टू गो थ्रू दैट टाइप ऑफ ए पेइंग द प्राइस टू गेट दैट, कन्वर्टिंग दैट टैलेंट इनटू that thing what we are looking forward to, and then are we converting that into the dream, और वो हम बाथरूम सिंगर ही बन के रह गए हैं?
Right.
What level of dream you take it to, a state level, a country level, or an international level. So all these things are going to be part of that. And again I will bring out mentor here, because I am mentor to hundreds of people, and they every day keep coming up, ये हो गया वो हो गया, क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। And then मैं बोला hold on, let me ask my mentor.
Oh,
सो
that's
जो भी
amazing.
मेरे से पूछते हैं तो मैं बोला यार भैया ठीक है, चलो आपने बता दिया, अभी रुको जो है ना मैं आपको अपने मेंटर से पूछ के बताऊंगा, बिकॉज माई परस्पेक्टिव में भी लिटिल डिफरेंट देन व्हाट अ हेलीकॉप्टर व्यू ऑफ माई मेंटर हैज।
Definitely. Definitely, sir.
आई
Very,
होप
very well
आई
put.
होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन।
Yes, sir, definitely. And I think very well put. And this example of, like you said, वो सर वही कहते हैं ना, जैसे एक हीरे को तराशना होता है. So you have to go through all the coal mines to get the diamond out of that. So it is that pain, that hardship. If one is ready to do that, why not? I mean, the life in itself is a beautiful place, and we have to paint the canvas. It is us who decide that what colors do we want on that canvas. Very
राइट।
rightly put, sir. So, sir, talking about mentorship, and I mean, there are people who sometimes struggle with getting the right mentor, or probably they don't know how to find one. And then we come to the new age development of networking. So when I take up interviews, I always tell my trainees to have a lot of networks, because networking is something that can take them from this place to that place. So they say LinkedIn is the new age professional Facebook today.
करेक्ट।
So, do you agree it helps boost networking, or are there other suggestive ways for businesses to grow in contacts organically? I mean, there are certain ways wherein people don't grow organically. They pay and paid subscriptions and whatnot on Instagrams. Usually, the influencers do so, so they get hike in the numbers. But when talk about LinkedIn, it is definitely very very organic. So, do you also consider the same, or are there other ways as well?
आई थिंक आई कैन आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन इन वन सेंटेंस, आई एम हियर बिकॉज ऑफ लिंक्डइन।
That's amazing. That is amazing. I would.
Samriddhi, I contacted Samriddhi on LinkedIn, and she shared Kushank's number, and then I am talking to Mahima Jana today on this virtual platform. I think that this is the best example of
Just
making use of, or have a platform has a use a social platform, you may call it a professional platform, whatever platform you call it. Okay, let's come to the question per se. What question, if I have understood your question is correctly, is LinkedIn good enough, or we should go to other
More
platform
ways.
also?
Yes. How can
Okay.
students and budding entrepreneurs grow in terms of network?
Good, good. Okay. Um, See, one thing is very, very important for us to understand key, as we are going into more of virtual age,
Right.
the personal touch is missing, and we have to go into the hybrid today.
Yes.
Social platform or LinkedIn platform, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform people are using. Uh, See, when you are on that platform, you could be successful in any of the platform. There is no doubt on that. अगर
Right.
ऐसा नहीं होता तो कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म अभी तक ये बंद हो गए होते.
बिल्कुल सही.
Very simple.
Correct.
So
Very
each
practical.
each platform has a potential.
Sir, can I request you to please unmute your device? Yes, sir.
Sorry, by
No,
by by default, then my hand touched. Okay.
no
So
problem.
I was, yes. So you have to go to you can pick up any platform,
Correct.
and there may be little difference in, because if we talk of LinkedIn, it is a professional platform. If we talk of Facebook, it is more of a social platform. If we talk of Instagram, it is little different than what it is there.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, you can make your contact with all on all the platforms. What
Right.
is important is that there is a process to convert whom you contact on the platform, and how do you convert into an actual business, if I may use that word,
Right, sir.
or actual lead, if I can tell you, the lead which can be converted in whatever way we are looking to make use of that lead.
Right.
So for that, I have two, three suggestions to make. And number one is, the most important thing is that on any platform, people are going to see you, people are going to view you as one of an individual who has some capability, potential, or some, I will say कि यार इस बंदे में कुछ है.
जी.
तो वो क्या है आपका? What is that which you bring to the platform?
Right.
Like I'll talk of mine, very simple, because what I am doing, I am telling you, I
Right.
am into health and wellness. So as and when I put a post on the LinkedIn, I put a post on the LinkedIn of what is related to health and wellness.
Correct.
ना पीपल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड, क्योंकि आज की तारीख में गूगल गुरु है, और गूगल गुरु के पास जाके आप कुछ भी पूछो तो आपको हजार आंसर देगा. सो विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू, वी कॉल इट यंग जनरेशन, की बहुत सारा कंफ्यूजन है.
बिल्कुल.
बहुत
Very true.
सारा बहुत सारा माइंड में
Overflow of
क्लटर्स,
information है.
बहुत
बिल्कुल
सारा
सही.
क्लटर है. सो आज की तारीख में व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टुडे इज दैट इंफॉर्मेशन की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इंफॉर्मेशन इज अवेलेबल, देयर इज टू मच ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल,
Very
and
true.
each individual of us, we do not require too much of information, we require a specific information
Correct.
which could be an actionable information which we can convert into whatever we are looking forward to.
Right.
So you become a brand ambassador of your whatever you are doing on that particular platform,
Right.
एंड पीपल शुड नो कि अच्छा संडे को यानी इनका पोस्ट आएगा, अभी वो संडे का वेट करते हैं, अच्छा वो संडे को अभी इस संडे को कौन सा पोस्ट आएगा, किस बारे में बताएंगे, जना वो किस बारे में बात करेंगे.
बिल्कुल. हाँ जी.
So every week or every month or every 15 days, it is up to you to set a frequency, and you post on that related to your profession, so you become your brand ambassador.
Correct.
Number one.
Input, sir.
Number two, the frequency is important, and some people go up to the extent कि timing is important. कि वो जैसे ही मंडे को लोग अपना प्लेटफॉर्म खोलेंगे तो उनको वहां पे पोस्ट मिलेगा. तो संडे की रात को 9, 10, 11, 12 बजे कई लोग जो है ना, आई एम वर्किंग विद नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु आर वर्किंग ऑन द प्लेटफॉर्म, बोलते हैं सर मैं तो रात को संडे की रात को 12 बजे डालता हूँ। मैं कहा ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट टू यू भाई, ताकि मंडे को जो खोले तो उसको मिल जाए। नाउ
डेडिकेशन अक्सर अपनी अपनी, हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल।
now next point, Jana, which is important is, please do not do marketing on the social platform.
Actually,
Create a brand and then give the information which is required by the environment, and an actionable information.
right.
Like, I will give you an example. Or I think around a 1 month back, I have posted on my LinkedIn 10 mantras for optimal health. नो, अगर उनको कोई पढ़ता है, वो पढ़ के जो है ना, कम से कम जो है ना, उसका 50% तो वो बिना कुछ देखे पूछे ही वो अपने आप ही काम करना शुरू कर देगा उस लाइन में,
Right.
बिना मेरे को पूछे या बिना किसी को भी पूछे जना। एंड इट हैज टू बी दैट सिंपल वर्केबल सोल्यूशन की उसको, वो जो पढ़े तो उसको पता चले कि अच्छा, हाँ ये, अच्छा ये, अगर मैं ये 1, 2, 3 ये कर लूंगा, ये तीन तीन पॉइंट है, अगर मैं इसमें से 2 कर लेता हूँ और ये 2 मैं कर सकता हूँ, तो मेरे को ये बेनिफिट मिल सकता है।
बिल्कुल।
सो देन यू आर गोइंग टू गेट, वहां पे आपको मिलेगा, बहुत सारे लोग मिलेंगे जो आपके फॉलोअर्स होंगे, उनको पता है कि अच्छा वो आएगा और वो आपको लाइक करेंगे या कमेंट डालेंगे।
Right.
प्लीज एक्नॉलेज, रिस्पेक्ट एंड ऑनर द पीपल हु इंडोर्स योर पोस्ट,
Yes, very true.
and to share with you in the audience, anyone who write a comment on my post, I make it a point to call that individual. If his or her phone number is available, I call him or her personally and say ki sir, thank you very much for endorsing my post, please tell me why did you endorse it, आपको क्या
Right.
अच्छा लगा इसमें। अगर आपने कष्ट किया है 1 लाइन लिखने का, 2 सेंटेंस लिखने का, या 4 वर्ड लिखने का, तो आपको कुछ तो अच्छा लगा होगा, तभी तो आप लिख रहे हो।
बिल्कुल।
What is that good then? So from there you are going to get, which will say, filtered leads,
Yes, very true.
which can be subsequently converted into the business, whatever business you are looking forward to.
Right.
So whether you make use of LinkedIn, you may make use of Instagram, you make use of Facebook, there are उनके कुछ अपने जना थोड़े थोड़े जना रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन हैं, जो कि आपको उनको बिजनेस में जाने के लिए यू नीड टू फॉलो अ सेट ऑफ steps जना which are important. So what
Right.
are those steps which you are, what platform you are using, what are the steps on that platform, so you identify those steps, follow those steps, and then continue there, then you are going to get what you are looking for.
Right. Very well put, sir. I think very well, broken down into little pieces, those little advices, and I think one can grow their networks very organically. What we were basically talking about, it has to be organic. So, like you said, do not just do the marketing and branding. Create a brand in itself that people come and approach you for the kind of work that you're doing. So your work should reflect on your profile instead of you copying it from here and there. And like you said, wo Google Baba, तो I think it's only that one click away, but it gives you plenty of information. And I think that information overload, the youngsters of today are not very patient. वो उतना सारा पढ़ना ही नहीं चाहते हैं और उनके पास इतना टाइम ही नहीं है, तो पेशेंस ही नहीं है कि वो 10 लिंक्स को खोलेंगे. They would
जी,
want कि बस एक something very handy, वो क्विक कहते हैं ना, 10 minutes glance and then they're good to go for whatever they are doing. They want that, and only people who worked on it can definitely get that for sure, sir.
I would
So
like to add one sentence, Mahima, here. See,
yes, sir.
we are today into the fast, FAST, fast. फास्ट फूड, फास्ट मनी, एटीएम में डालो, क्रेडिट कार्ड भी डाल दो तो पैसे आ जाएंगे, आपके पास क्रेडिट कार्ड है, एटीएम में डालो, जोमेटो पे ऑर्डर करो तो खाना जो है ना घर आ जाएगा। सो पेशेंस नहीं है हमारे आज के जमाने में। सो द पेशेंस इज द वर्ड जो है ना विच यू नीड टू एक्सरसाइज ऑन दीज प्लेटफॉर्म, and you need to have a strategy and action plan exactly. Anything 2 to 5 year plan you should have exactly, how do you get benefit of this platform.
Right. Definitely, sir. Very well said. So, sir, since we've been talking about networking, we've been talking about goals, strategies, health plans, we've also talked about financial plans. So, very common question that I want to ask you about: are there any tips that you would like to share for the women of today to ensure their financial literacy. I mean, we've seen in households usually that females are the ones who are always known to save. मतलब अगर घर में सब कुछ भी खत्म हो जाएगा, यू विल फाइंड कि वो फीमेल ने कहीं कुछ पैसे छुपा के रखे होंगे, विच विल बी अ लाइफ सेवर, इन दैट क्राइसिस सिचुएशन, स्पेशली विमेन्स इन विलेजेस एंड अदरवाइज. उनको आदत होती है कि अगर उनको 100 रुपए खर्ची के लिए मिले हैं, तो उसमें से 80 स्पेंड करके 20 वो पॉकेट कर लेंगे. So, are there any suggestions that you'd like to give to them in terms of the financial plans that they can invest in and otherwise? Because you've been working in this field very wisely. So, anything for that? Any tips for them?
Mahima, thank you very much for picking up this question. It is so practical and so usable by our society, by especially our ladies, that I recollect when in 2016 जब ये हुआ था, क्या आई एम मिसिंग द वर्ड, जो ना जो ये इसको डिमोनेटाइज किया था जब उस समय की, हाँ अभी ये 500 का नोट और 1000 का नोट नहीं चलेगा, अभी नई करेंसी जन आएगी. दैट टाइम जो है ना, आई नो बिकॉज माय वाइफ हैड सम मनी. ओके, अच्छा हाँ ये है, तो वो उस समय थोड़ा नेगेटिव हो गया कि उसको पैसे को क्या करें, लेकिन बट we always have that then. Okay, as far as women is concerned, Jana, it is my firm belief from the day one, since I have started realizing myself, who am I. My belief is, we empower a lady, we empower a house.
Definitely.
And we empower the lady, we empower the society.
Right.
With due respect to all the men, we may not be empowering a family if we empower a gentleman. There may be chances that not. But if we empower a lady, we have empowered the whole house.
Right.
She is going to pass on that to the children and pass on that to other, because women are well known for networking.
Correct.
वो कहीं पर भी सब्जी लेने के लिए भी गई हैं और वहां पे कोई नई लेडी आ गई है, तो वो दुकान पे खड़े खड़े जने 1 मिनट में जना बात करके, अच्छा कहाँ, उस वाले उसमें नेटवर्क बन गया. एंड देन से, अच्छा आप इसलिए आए हो, इसलिए ले आए हो, फिर वो घर पे आ जाओ चाय पीने के लिए, और चाय पीने के लिए चले गए, वो ऑल दोज थिंग्स. एंड देन व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? ओके, मैं तो ये कर रही हूँ, वो कर रही हूँ, अच्छा मेरे को नहीं पता था ये सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं. सो व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इज, most important thing is, as a lady, and even for gents also, this is universally for everyone, we need to understand exactly हमें पैसे की जरूरत कब पड़ती है. नाउ व्हेन आई मेक दिस स्टेटमेंट, लोग बोलते हैं यार हमें तो हर रोज जरूरत पड़ती है. बिल्कुल सही बात है, हर रोज जरूरत पड़ती है. हर रोज नहीं, मेरे को दिन में 5 बार जरूरत पड़ती है. अभी पेट्रोल डलवाऊंगा, अभी सब्जी लेने जाऊंगा, अभी ये करूंगा, अभी वो करूंगा, सब जगह पैसा चाहिए. बट इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट एज ए लेडी you understand and realize what are your personal financial goal and what are your family financial goals.
Correct.
When you realize that what are your family financial goals, what are your personal financial goals, it will be very very clear to you कि क्या करना है. अगर आपको ये पता है कि मेरे को अपनी एजुकेशन के लिए पैसा चाहिए, लेट मी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम देयर.
Right.
सो यू नो कि मेरे को 2 लाख रुपए चाहिए, मेरे को एमबीए करना है. आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग ए हाइपोथेटिकल एग्जांपल. नाउ यू नो कि ये 2 लाख रुपए में कहां से कैसे अगले 1 साल में, 6 महीने में, 2 साल में जो ना सेव कर, अर्न करूं, सेव करूं, जो भी करूंगा उसको. सो यू आर वर्किंग फॉर ए स्पेसिफिक ऑब्जेक्टिव. व्हाट दैट इज योर पर्सनल फाइनेंशियल ऑब्जेक्टिव. So at the same time, you have to have the family objective. Now, what could be the family objective? There are वो 4-5 ही हैं. लोग जो ना कंफ्यूज रहते हैं फाइनेंशियल ऑब्जेक्टिव में. If you take, I think if you take stock of 4, it is good enough. Higher education of children and settlement of children. You could put into 1, you could put into 2.
Correct.
Second one, if you don't have a legacy, you need to have your own house.
Right.
Nowadays people don't agree with this, क्योंकि घर बनाने के लिए बहुत सारा पैसा लगता है और वो बोलते हैं हम तो किराए पे रहेंगे जिंदगी भर. That is your choice. Then you may look to buy a good car. Then you may like to go on a tour, definitely. And the most important thing which everyone not everyone, but more than 97, 98% people fail to plan for your golden days.
Yes. Actually, that's true.
So the day one, what as a financial planner, Robert Kiyosaki is my guru, financial planner, one of the well-known financial planner in the world. वो क्या बोलता है, जिस दिन आपने कमाना शुरू किया, 10% of that, the day you started earning 10% of that, you put in such a way so that you start accumulating and you start getting and you start moving into the direction of from where you can start getting a regular income, a passive income. कई लोग बोलते हैं यार मैं तो कल नौकरी शुरू किया है, आज तो अभी तो तनख्वाह मिली भी नहीं है, तो पहली तनख्वाह मिली है मेरे को। अरे पहली तनख्वाह या लास्ट तनख्वाह का मतलब नहीं है। आपकी तनख्वाह 1 लाख रुपए है या 50 लाख है या 10,000 है, उससे कोई कोई लेना देना नहीं है। वट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज यू आर अर्निंग इन ए मंथ, you got X amount, 10% of that you
Correct.
10% of that you invest for the children's settlement. 10% of that you invest for all other thing. So roughly 30% of the money you must put for your personal financial objectives.
Right.
Let me assure you, if you do that for anything 5 to 7 year, तो आप जो है वो पूरे जोश में जो ना 5 साल के बाद बोलोगे यार आई हैव कंट्रोल ऑन माई फाइनेंसेस, आई हैव कंट्रोल ऑन माई फैमिलीज फाइनेंसेस।
Right.
70% जो आपकी अर्निंग है उसको आप आइसक्रीम खाओ या घूमने जाओ या दारू पियो, सॉरी टू यूज दोस वर्ड्स है ना, बट आई एम जस्ट ओनली
That's how
लाइटर
people
मोड आई एम
do.
टॉकिंग। यू डू वट एवर यू वांट टू डू विद दैट। अनफॉर्चुनेटली व्हाट इज द इशू इज लोग खर्चा पहले करते हैं, बोला जो बच जाएगा फिर मैं वो सेव करूंगा।
Right.
कभी नहीं बचेगा। आपकी इनकम 10,000 हो सकती है, 10 लाख हो सकती है। इफ यू डू नॉट सेव ऑन द फर्स्ट ऑफ द मंथ, you will never be able to save on the 30th of the month.
Correct.
Never, never, ever. You can try it for 1 year.
Right.
I give this challenge to people कि आप ट्राई करो जन। ओके, आपकी तनख्वाह है 1 लाख रुपया, अच्छा अभी जितना बच जाएगा महीने में 30 तारीख को, अगली तनख्वाह आने से पहले वो इन्वेस्ट करो। 25 तारीख को बोलते हैं सर सारे खत्म हो गए। मैं इसीलिए तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि पहले आप फर्स्ट को इन्वेस्ट करो।
Hmm. Right.
So this is a universal advice to people and especially to ladies. And let me bring out a point here that all the ladies are multitasking, and
Right.
whatever lady is doing, whether she is a housewife or she has a job, she is a professional, she is in corporate, she has a potential to add on to her income.
Right. Very true.
If anyone is interested to know how, you are most welcome to approach me.
Definitely, sir. Very beautifully quoted, sir. And I am sure people out there are getting the message loud and clear. And everybody would take it to practicality as well, for sure. So, since the time doesn't allow, sir, almost towards the last question that I have for you. So, what obstacle do you think are preventing today's youth from achieving their dreams? And can these obstacles be overcome completely, or will they always remain, but we will always have a solution to overcome these hiccups?
That is another practical question, Janice. Thank you very much. I would like to give a thumbs up and say thank you to all those who has framed this question. I think Mahima is the single-handedly, or you had a help of your team, whosoever is excellently questions framed. Okay, I think if people have been listening with an open mind, I have already answered this question in last 1 hour.
Right.
बट टू सम इट अप, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो कि जिंदगी के अंदर जो है वो ऑब्स्टिकल और चैलेंजेस जो है ना आएंगे, हर रोज आएंगे। उसके अंदर जो है ना कोई किसी को डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए।
Right.
अगर किसी को डाउट है तो वो अपने आप को लेट द थिंकिंग बी क्लियर।
Right.
Every day, every week, every time, wherever we go, we are going to have challenges and we are going to have obstacles.
Correct.
Now, the point is, most important thing is each and every obstacle, each and every challenge has an equal or more opportunity attached with that challenge.
Right.
Let's go back 2 year back, then when I think today was the day 2 year back, then or 2 3 days plus minus, then when COVID started 2 year
Yes.
back.
Correct, sir.
This was the biggest challenge of the century.
Correct.
India took it as a challenge and India found the opportunity, and we have come out of this challenge, and we have come out of stronger, better, and we are in a position to help the world with this, with what challenge was there, with the solutions which we had
Right.
found for our country, for our people, and people, other countries are looking forward to,
Right.
and we are in a position to spare and give to others.
Correct.
Same thing could have been, अरे यार कोरोना आ गया जना, अभी तो सब मर जाएंगे, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, you would have thought that.
Right.
So the people, who are the people who are successful in life? The people who are successful in life are the only one person. You get a obstacle, you get a challenge, and you just take a step back, sit down, have a glass of water, do 2 3 deep pranayam,
Mm.
take a 5 minute break, and then think how I find a solution to this.
Right.
Find a solution, be positive. There are solutions. If you are not getting a solution, get hold of your. Let me bring out here, which is very, very important thing in life. Jana. Do you have um, that um, a team of people who discuss a problem? Are
Correct.
you a part of a team? Do you have 2 3 people in your team, who discuss a problem and then go for a solution? So find out who can help you, find a solution, and let me finish that with one sentence. Ki a gentleman was looking to go on a mountain, and then he उसने लोगों ने बोला कि यार you cannot go, ये this that and all that. So मैं बोला, mountain will give me a way, and if it doesn't give me a way, I will find a way, and if I don't get a way, I will make a way.
That's beautiful.
Or if I don't get a way, if I don't make a way, I will stand on this mountain and convert it into a gold mine.
That's how it is supposed to be. Definitely. Very
Thank you
nicely.
very much.
Very nicely quoted, sir. Sir, I mean, we've almost crossed the time. Just one question. So, that one life advice you would like to give to the people of today, the budding entrepreneurs, the nation builders who are going to serve in the army brats we have people serving on other different fronts as well. So, one life advice, एक वो life lesson आप जो उनको देना चाहेंगे.
Okay, a whole 64 year of my life, you want to learn Jana in one sentence, Jana. Okay, very good.
That's the
Welcome,
youth days.
welcome. See, I will tell you one thing, Jana, which is my life experience, Jana. And most of the people go wrong in that. Even I was also hazy in these areas. Let's not get carried out by army, navy, air force, defense, doctors, or the farmer, or this that, all those professions and what doing. The biggest mistake, what today's people are doing today, which I realized, is ki they think doctor is a better profession, farmer is not. They
Right.
think army is a better profession, IT is not. No, sir. Each profession is important, and the person who is at the grassroots level is
Right.
the most important person in the whole chain. And I
Definitely.
will take that example, okay. हर एक के घर में कचरा होता है. आप विजुलाइज करो, अगर कचरा लेने वाली गाड़ी या कचरा लेने वाला जो जो विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑल दोज वॉरियर्स, अगर वो 2 दिन या 4 दिन अगर वो कचरा लेने वाला गाड़ी या कचरा लेने वाला अगर नहीं आता है, हाउ डू यू फील, व्हाट डू यू डू?
Correct. It's pathetic. Hmm.
एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल लुक, उसको ऐसी नजर से देखते हैं, पता नहीं उसने क्या पाप किया बेचारे ने.
Hmm.
So we have to respect, we must respect each and every profession. Each and every profession has its own way of looking things, and they are designed to solve a particular problem, and each and every problem is important. Okay, priority may vary, priority will always vary, but
Correct.
each and every problem we need to solve, and we should be alive to each and every individual to whom we are interacting and
Right.
whom we are acting. So I will close this question, Jana, with one statement which we say. See, if you are a big person means you have enough of finances, you are आपका बहुत सारा तामझाम है और आपका बहुत सारा फेम है. You will be known how you treat the person, who is on the grassroots level.
Definitely.
Thank you very
Definitely.
much.
That is very beautifully quoted, sir. I'm sure people out there from different age groups who were listening to you, they've got so much to learn from you. I personally have got so much, and your journey and the way you've shared everything with all practicality and how we can put things to use, I think it has been very, very inspiring for sure. So I must admit, sir, that your life journey and successful achievements in career speaks volumes about your work. We've all had plenty of takeaways and actionables to take home, and wishing you huge success, love, and luck your way. Thank you so, so much for joining in, sir. Looking forward to more such sessions. Have
Thank
a
you very
great
much.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Good day. Thank you so much for joining in, everybody. Stay tuned for further sessions. Thank you.